southern Morocco. Farming these drylands on the edge of the Sahara has never been easy, but years of drought have made it next to impossible. It's a problem which is not just confined to North Africa. In many parts of the world, especially arid regions, once productive farmland is turning into wasteland. Desertification now affects 1/3 of the world's surface and has an impact on the lives of 1/5 of the world's population. Africa is most at risk, with 2/3 of its landmass desert or drylands. There are many reasons for the spread of these new desert-like areas. Climate change is an important factor. Temperatures are rising and rainfall decreasing or becoming more erratic. Too many people on the land is another. Underground water supplies are being pumped out quicker than rainfall can refill them, such as here in India. The demand for water in many arid countries is outstripping supply and will lead to severe water shortages in coming decades. It's not just underground water either. Rivers like the Rio Grande on the Mexican-US border provide essential irrigation water, but so much water is extracted by farmers of both countries that the Rio Grande has become in many places just a trickle. More people can mean more livestock than the land can cope with. Here in China, on the borders of the Gobi Desert, large flocks of sheep and goats are eating on the already sparse vegetation. On the world's drylands, grasses, shrubs and trees are the last line of defense. When they are lost, topsoils just blow away. This image taken from a NASA satellite shows millions of tons of topsoil blown in a giant dust storm from Africa out across the Atlantic, an estimated 13 million tons each year. The destructive effects of desertification has given natural deserts a bad name. The world's existing natural deserts are not barren wastelands, but vital ecosystems offering many benefits. Desert plants adapted to the harsh environment could be an important source of new crops and chemical compounds for medicines and industrial products. Wild plants are currently responsible for 1/4 of today's medicines, while the US National Cancer Institute has identified 3,000 plants that are active against cancer cells. Meanwhile, some experts believe deserts, with their abundance of sunlight, could become the carbon-free powerhouses of the 21st century. Europe's Centre for Solar Energy Research and Development is in the Spanish desert region of Almería. Scientists argue that a desert area of just 800 square kilometers could capture enough solar energy to generate all the world's electricity needs and more. Deserts are also ideal sites for wind energy. This wind farm in northern Morocco is the largest in Africa. Its 84 wind turbines provide 2% of Morocco's annual electricity needs, saving annual carbon emissions of 230,000 tons a year. Surprisingly, deserts can support agriculture without using vast quantities of irrigation water. In Israel's Negev desert, farmers are beginning to see the benefits of planting desert crops like these prickly pears, instead of water-intensive citrus orchards. The fruit of the prickly pear is popular in many parts of the world, in Mexico and in Spain, for example, where it is known as las tunas. Even the leaves can be eaten or used as cattle feed once the sharp spines are removed. Such ventures offer new and potentially environmentally friendly livelihoods for local people and businesses. In the United Arab Emirates, endangered desert species such as the houbara bustard, the favorite prey of Arab falconers, the Arabian leopard and the oryx were almost extinct, before a tree planting project stabilized the landscape and a wildlife breeding center was launched to restock rare creatures. Traditional knowledge may provide some answers to how we can live in drylands without destroying them. These Syrian farmers have spent months restoring their kanat, or water tunnel. Without the water it supplies, they would have to leave their village. The technology is thousands of years old, and yet unlike modern pumps, is sustainable. Using only gravity, kanats never drain more water than can be replaced by rainfall.